Sweet land.
Hope you got your things together. Hope you are quite prepared to die. Looks like we're in for nasty weather. One eye is taken for an eye. Talk around tonight, well it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise.
All right, everyone. So we have the Spitfire all put together for the most part, ready for primer, and it went together pretty well. No major complaint. A little bit on the wing over here, and the seam line. A little bit of work there, and up top here is a little bit of work. But overall, not too bad. If I had to do it over again, I would leave the exhaust. I just wasn't sure how it was going to be because you'd have to leave this top part off and paint it and then put it on, or put it on, paint, take it off, put the exhaust in, put it back on. And the fit initially wasn't lining up to be all that great, so I was like, So I just put the exhaust in. We'll come back and hand paint those instead. And I was gonna leave the back off along with the tail, all the cloth parts, and I was gonna paint those separately. But I was like, you know what, I can still get to them. So everything else went pretty well, even the landing bay, and because with Eduard they like to do like separate little pieces all around the entire wheel bay, and it's just over-engineered in my opinion. That's the only real big issues I have with Eduard kits. So are those wheel bays, and it does look like there's gonna be a lot of seams, but I think we got it worked out pretty well, where our primer is gonna cover all that up, and then we're gonna start painting. We got the front canopy in and glued down, back canopy in, glued down, sealed off, hopefully, so we don't get any of that extra little thin mist in there. And got our cockpit covered up. Left the one door off because we are going to do that door open. I've never done that on a Spitfire before, so I thought that would be fun. And that's really what we got going. So we're going to get this in primer. Then we're going to start the painting process. And first thing after primer, we're going to paint on the invasion stripes, and then we'll mask those, and then we'll paint the rest of the paint. So that's how we're going to attack this. We'll be right back. All right, everyone, so we have our paint on. We put our primer, paint, invasion stripes, we have it all, and a gloss coat just to prepare for everything. As you can see, very glossy. Our stripes, this one's a little crooked, kind of veers inside here a little bit. I am horrible at straight line stuff. Cutting with scissors, measuring, like I can literally have a ruler and I'll somehow end up just slightly getting it crooked. I don't know, but don't matter. We're gonna put some decals on this thing and get it going. I did not paint the invasion stripes over and you'll see it once it's all together, but over the gear covers, because if you think about it, which is what they wanted you to do, right? But if you think about it, the invasion stripes are painted on the ground, so the landing gear is not going to be up. It's going to be down on the ground. And they're not going to mask that off and try to match it up so that it matches perfectly when the wheels are folded in to the rest of the stripes. So not painting the wheels covers, because I just I just don't think it would have been painted in the field. I probably could have looked that up. Some of the reference photos I have seen is that they're not painted. Only seems to be on models where they have you paint the entire thing like that. Pardon me. So, also got the exhaust first coat painted, just some steel, and then we're gonna take a process and start weathering those up a little bit as well. Not gonna do probably too much chipping at all, honestly, on this one. Just not feeling like doing chipping on this one. I just don't know why, but we're gonna do a sludge wash on it because it's got so much rivet detail. The only way to bring that out well will be a sludge wash. But first and foremost, we're gonna get all the decals on, all the stencils, tons of stencils on this, so should be fun. But I think that's it for now. We'll call it quits. Until next time, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying safe. Take care.
I see earthquakes and lightning. I see those bad times.